It's Dizzy. I'm out at the farm, and currently we are dealing with a massive invasion. We have There are thousands upon thousands, if not millions, of these invaders taking over as much of the farm as they possibly can, and I have been doing battle with them, trying to get rid of what I can. You might be wondering, thinking, oh man, that sounds horrible. What in the world are you having invading? Well, this is our invader, buttercups. As a kid, I used to love buttercups because you're supposed to be able to hold them up to your chin and it would tell you whether or not you liked butter. And I'm sure that my chin would turn yellow because I love butter. I don't have any of that fake stuff in my house. I use real butter. But the problem is, they are not something that the horses eat. They are toxic. They do eat them. It can give them blisters on their mouth, on their lips, on their tongue. And not really something that you really want to have in your field, but it is common. If you have horses or other livestock and you've had them for years, chances are you have buttercups. And there are some good points to buttercups. Let's see if I can... We got a bee here. So they are an important food source for the bees. They are also something that the hummingbirds like. But like I said, they are toxic for the horses. And I am doing battle with them. This is the field the horses were in. I took them out today. As you can see, I have mowed the field. I went over it a few times to get the buttercups knocked down as much as possible. If we did not have that drought last year, it would not be as bad in here now. We're still feeling the effects of it, even though we are technically out of it. My field still has not recovered. I'm still feeding hay, which I can't ever remember a time that I've been feeding hay in May since I've had my horses down here. And there are, I don't know how many different types of varieties of buttercups out here. There are over 1,700 species of buttercups. Some of them are native to the States. Some of them are from other countries, and they are invasive. And let me see if I can find them again. I was looking at them earlier. This is the one type that we have out here. You can see that it has a bulb for the root. It's called a bulbous buttercup. This is what the leaf looks like. These buttercups have already flowered, so now we've got a bunch of seeds, and they will spread by seeds. Another buttercup that we have out here, it's got a completely different root. It's a smaller plant, and the leaves are different. I have not tried to identify the majority of them, and once the buttercups die, they are no longer toxic. So if you cut them in your field and just leave them, let them dry out, that's not a problem. But like I said, they do spread by the seeds, and I've been trying to keep up on mowing them to have less seeds. Haven't been overly successful. Came in here, I weed whacked along the fence line, and then I pulled out as many as I could, so that I'm hoping that that'll help. This field over here was mowed yesterday, and I don't know if you can see all the buttercups that are already coming up in it. Now, the person that used to be in this field, she had paid years ago to have this sprayed to get rid of the buttercups. But what she didn't realize is that along with the spraying, you're also supposed to overseed the pasture, which she didn't do. And not only did it kill the buttercups, but it also killed things like clover. I'm not sure what all she had in there. I know there used to be a lot of clover, and that was killed. The pasture never really has recovered like it should. The grass has always been short in this area. over in that area it gets taller, but that's only because there was a lot of dock, which apparently wasn't killed. I don't know what she used to spray. I know one thing that they can use is Grazon, but the problem with Grazon is not only does it kill plants that you don't want it, but if you then use the manure like in your vegetable garden, it'll kill your vegetable plants. So I weed whacked all on my side of the fence. Didn't do it on the other side. I just don't have the time today. That's a chore for another day to weed whack on the other side. And there are things that I don't mind growing along here. I don't mind grass growing along here. I don't mind the milkweed growing along here. Buttercups, dock, pokeweed, and even trees, I don't want that growing along here. But the reason that I don't mind the other stuff is because I have had eastern cottontails come in here where I've done no weed whacking, and they've made nests, and it's a pretty safe place for them. So, but there's my invaders. And we'll see how this looks. Could really do without them, and the good thing is once they start flowering, they pretty much died back. And so hopefully, maybe, just maybe, the next time I let the horses in here, there won't be as many buttercups, and maybe, just maybe, the field will have recovered more. Like I said, I'm still feeding hay. So I hope you're not being invaded as bad as I am, and I'll talk to you later.